Hi world, hi YouTube. This is Sabrina in China. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining. Guys, it is Monday evening here in Hangzhou, China. I just got home from work. Today I'm going to share an interview with you guys that I had with some ladies in Changzhou, China. I was in Changzhou last weekend. I went for a hair appointment. I used to live in Changzhou. Guys, this was my old community when I was living in Changzhou. I used to ride Easters on my e-bike every single day. And fun fact, I met in an accident right there. I got hit off my e-bike by a car there, which was crazy. And oh, this was my subway stop. Changzhou, guys, and so my hairstylist is there. I traveled 2.5 hours by train to Changzhou from Hangzhou, guys. Crazy. But anyways, after the appointment, a girlfriend of mine invited me to her apartment and I stayed over for the night. She invited other ladies and we had a great time. And then I decided to have an interview with them. You know, a lot of times I share my thoughts and views on this channel about China. Some people think that I'm a brainless CPC shill. I was paid to say this. I don't know what I'm saying, you know, this kind of stuff. So I just figured that I'm going to share the opinions and feelings of other people on this channel about China, you know, and you guys can decide if they are brainless CPC shills also or they genuinely love living in China. I mean, you guys can decide that from the interview. I didn't do a pre-interview. I didn't tell them the questions beforehand. I didn't even know the questions I was going to ask. You know, the questions were just from the top of my head. We just went with the flow. And so it wasn't planned or anything of that sort. So you guys can see the interview and decide if they are brainless, okay? Or they really love China, guys. They're really happy here. You can decide that. But before I get to the interview, guys, remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Share this video, share my channel so the world can see this side of China that Western media does not show. Let's go, guys. What's your name and where are you from?
I am Carla. I am from the United States and I've been here in China for 5 years now.
I am Kirsty. I'm from the UK and I've been in China for also around 5 years.
Okay, I want you guys to share your authentic, real, genuine feelings and thoughts about life in China. Okay. Okay, Kirsty, right? What was your thoughts about China before you came here?
Well, I didn't really know a lot about China. I had probably preconceived notions, just like stereotypical ideas of what China was like, what Chinese people were like. So I don't know. I didn't know a lot. Mm-hmm. So when I arrived, it was pretty much a blank slate. When I came, like there was just a lot of information thrown at me, kind of thing.
What was it like in the UK though? What's the China sentiments in the UK?
Well, I'm from near Birmingham, and in Birmingham there is a pretty big Chinatown. So we have a lot of Chinese food, a lot of Asian supermarkets in Birmingham. Okay. But I don't know. Still, it's not the same as like actual China. Okay. Like British Chinese food is very much British Chinese food. Yeah.
How about you? What were your thoughts or your feelings about China before you got to China?
Well, I had a lot of, let's see.
She's an American, guys.
Well, I had worked in an environment where I had to interact a lot with companies from China. And I had coworkers that had visited the country many times. I had not. So my perceptions, along with the things you get from the media, was very warped. It was, wow, China is not a great place to go to. It's, you know, it's kind of ancient, and not a lot of technology. The people are kind of, so when I got here, I was like, what were they talking about? This place is nowhere near what they had explained to me back in America. It was, as soon as I landed in the Pudong airport, I was like,
China.
what? This is China? This is awesome. This is not like what they were saying in America. So I had this preconceived notion that I'm only going to be here a year because of all the negativity that I received back home. And once I got here, I was like, this place is amazing. It's amazing. Yeah.
Now that you're in China for 3 years,
5 years.
5 years, how are your feelings now? How do you feel about China now?
I love China. Like, I love it so much. I've recently just got back from a visit back home, and everyone was asking me, oh, so when are you going to move back home? And I'm like, honestly, I don't know, because like, I really, really like my life in China. I feel like it's really safe here.
Yeah.
And even when I was back home recently, one of my friends, we were just drinking in a bar, and she was like, I'm going to walk you home, her and her husband. And I was like, oh, no, it's okay. Like, I'm just down the road. And they were like, no, like, someone got stabbed the other day. Like, like, we're going to walk you home, make sure you're safe. Whereas here, I don't
You don't
worry
have
about
that.
you just don't even think about it because you just feel safe,
Right.
And like, you get paid really well here, and the standard of like life, like you're living, can be like much, much higher than if I was a teacher in the UK.
Right.
Like, yeah, it's dramatically different. And I feel like the teaching environment as well is just a lot more, like, teachers are appreciated here.
Yeah.
Whereas in the UK, they're overworked, underpaid, not appreciated at all.
Being a teacher in China is a respected profession.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
You're given respect. And talk about the classroom management. The kids are totally different in the classroom. In my
Yes.
country, kids skip classes.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
China, you don't see kids skipping classes. You don't see teachers outside like, come into my class. It's totally different in China.
I can't even imagine a kid walking along the street during a school day. That, someone would look at them like, why aren't you in school?
Yeah.
It's a very strong village mentality, I would think, that we used to have in America a long, long time ago, and that village mentality has gone away. But you're right, the profession here is just so well respected, and it makes you happy to go to school, to go to work, because you feel like you are truly making a difference in these young kids' lives. And
How has your life changed since coming to China?
Ooh, I have more financial freedom. Like I said, I feel safer. I feel like I make connections with people a lot easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, we just met tonight. Can you believe
Yeah.
that?
yeah,
Can you believe that?
I
And there
literally
are some-
saw her video.
Yeah, and there are other beautiful ladies here who they do not want to come in camera.
Next time.
But I just met them, and I've shared this before in my channel that in China you can meet people from so many places in the
Yeah.
world. I've met people from so many countries. It's crazy. And the experience and the way you learn about culture. Like tonight I learned a lot about South Africa that I didn't know.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, we have 4 countries represented in this room.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that I love. Now in America, there's a great diversity there as well, but it's still very segregated.
Yeah.
So here I can be in a room with people from South Africa, Germany, France, China, Singapore, and we're just all
Yeah.
collectively talking and gathering. And I think that's one of the things that has impressed me the most, has changed my life the most. It's just opened me up to so many different perspectives and values and cultures.
So you were saying that since coming to China, your financial status is better.
Yeah.
You connect with people better. Anything else? Because I cut you off. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. Yeah, financial status, connect with people. I just think probably my quality of life. Yeah, it's just better since being in China. Yeah.
How about
Yeah.
you? Anything else?
Absolutely the same. I echo what Kirsty is saying. We're coworkers, by the way. We work at the same school, so we kind of known each other for about a year now, and so we do a lot of things together. We we take vacations together. We take Chinese classes together. But to echo what Kirsty just said, my quality of life, my standard of living. We're just talking, Kirsty and I were just talking the other day about how broke we are right now. Because we just came back from the UK and America. It was
So expensive.
Wow.
so expensive. I mean, but at the same time, we said, thank God China allowed us
Yeah.
To be
to
able.
Yeah.
to earn an income where we can go. And now we're even talking about, okay, I can't wait till payday because you're going to go on vacation.
Yeah.
But we're broke, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to go on vacation. But it allows you to financially rebound so quickly
Yeah.
where I couldn't
do this.
do it. And even getting paid once a month, because like in America, we get paid like either weekly or bi-weekly.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and people are like, you get paid only
you-
once a month.
But you're just a teacher and you're able to do that. Take vacation. You just went to the US, a direct flight, which is pretty expensive. And you're back and now you're planning on a vacation and you did a lot in the US and you're back here. Just one job. When
Yes.
I worked in the US, I had 3 jobs.
Up until I was laid off, prior I would work an extra job just to make ends meet.
So I think we have more rest here in China.
Oh
Yeah. More rest.
Mental health is better for me since I've
Yeah.
been to China.
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Like as an expat, I feel like we do have more rest time and we have more time to put into ourselves.
Yeah.
And more like money to put into
Yes.
ourselves. Like I can get my nails done all the time. I can get a facial. I go to the gym. I've got a personal trainer.
Spa.
I have a cleaner that comes to my house. If I had all of this stuff in the UK,
Girl, could not.
I wouldn't be able to eat, you know?
I have Pilates class. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I could not afford that if I was in Jamaica being a teacher.
Let me tell you, one of the things that I loved when I came home was knowing that 2 weeks before my IE had come in, and IE is a housekeeper, had come in and cleaned the whole place from top to
Yeah.
bottom.
It's
She
beautiful.
changed my
I
bedding.
don't have an IE, guys.
Yeah, you're not living your full China life.
I'm not-
No.
I talk about the China dream, and people think I'm crazy. I'm living the China dream. I don't know what.
You're not living the China dream until you get an IE. Because IE is life.
Okay.
And she, but my home was just like immaculate.
And you have a very good relationship with your IE.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay. And okay, last question. What's your message to people who are thinking about coming to China, but they've been brainwashed by Western media to think their lifestyle will not be good in China, or life will not be good in China? Because before I came to China, I heard a lot of negative stories, and I was really fearful of coming to China because of the things I was told and read about and heard on the news. So what's your message to those people who are terrified of coming to China because of what they've heard in the West?
I would say come and judge for yourself and make your own, like make your own decision, make your own opinion about China, because it's very like misconceived. There's a big misconception
It
of
really
what
is.
China is like, and it's very different to how you think it's going to be. Coming, I didn't really have like cultural shock. Like I didn't have any when I arrived first into China, but when I went back home, I had reverse culture shock. I was like, this is too much stimulation. But no, like definitely come to China and see for yourselves what it's like.
I say the same thing. Just come. It's not a third world country.
No.
It is very advanced,
No.
clean, convenient. The conveniences
Yeah.
of China.
Like we were saying earlier, you have someone to take your shopping bags up to your apartment for you if you don't want to
I
carry
take
them.
it back. You are living your.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, let me tell you.
I have not found that.
I went to Sam's Club and I was not able to take the bags upstairs. It was just too heavy, and I was not going to do that. Like, I could not handle it. And there's a service on Meituan. You can ask someone, a guy, a very strong guy, to come up and help you take those bags upstairs. Guys,
Convenience.
this is China.
Yeah.
Guys, I want to just say that China is amazing. China is freaking bomb. Okay.
To that point, I think I shared the story earlier. I was like freaking out because I went to America with one carry-on and one check-in bag. I came back with 3 bags and 2 carry-ons, and I'm like, oh my God, how am I going to get all these things back here to my home in Changzhou from Shanghai? And I literally got off the plane, got my bags, and there was an express delivery service at the airport that I gave my bags to. They packed them up nice and neat. The equivalent of $30 US for 2 big bags.
From a
Yeah.
big city, Shanghai.
Heavy
From-
bags as well.
Heavy
yeah.
bags, yes, coming from Shanghai Pudong Airport.
Wow.
They were supposed to get here Monday. I arrived here Thursday. They were supposed to get here Monday. Guys, they got here Friday.
This
Yesterday.
is China.
Yeah, yeah.
This is China.
And then I was ashamed of myself for freaking out so much because I'm like, I'm in China. What?
Yeah.
Why am I freaking out?
Yeah, why-
The conveniences are great.
Why are you freaking out about coming to China? If you're ever thinking about coming to China, take their words for it. Not only my words. I've said so many times on my channel that China is freaking amazing. And here are 2 other ladies, one from UK, one from the US, telling you the same. So guys, this has been Sabrina in China. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Sabrina.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Until next time. Bye.
Bye.